Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Secret Base figure preview video. Now before we begin, I do have to say a huge thank you to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person and snapping these stunning high-res pics. Show Ryan some love in the comments below, cause without him, this series literally wouldn't be possible. If you are looking to pre-order your very own Hot Toys King Valkyrie, she is available from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They do have installment plans and a points-based reward system. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon and join button for more info on Justin's Collection Plus, the channel membership. Finally, today is the day. Hot Toys decided, yeah, it's time, they've waited long enough. Let's announce Valkyrie. I personally could not be more excited. I have said for years, we need a Valkyrie. Now granted, this isn't my favourite outfit for her, it's not my favourite look, but I'm still super happy we got this character at all in 1/6 scale. Now, she is of course based off the King Valkyrie look from Love and Thunder. Not everyone loved that movie, I understand. I personally really did enjoy the movie, so that for me makes this announcement even sweeter. Now, she does come with the full complement of hands. They are fingerless gloves, they're well sculpted, the skin texture looks good. Don't forget, this is a prototype. Things could potentially change for the final product. Now, I would have absolutely loved to have seen her white outfit. I know a third-party company is making that version, so eventually we're going to have two different 1/6 scale Valkyries to choose from. She does come with the daggers, they look really pointy, they're probably made of plastic, but they look good. I don't really know what else to say about them. I'd much rather have more weapons than not enough, so I'm glad they're here. Now, will I ever display her holding them? Probably not, seeing as she comes with some much more awesome accessories like this right here. I love the gag, it looks like a grenade, but it's a Bluetooth speaker. You have to have your beats when you're kicking some serious butt, and Valkyrie absolutely did just that. You also get Korg's face. Is it just me, or does this look kinda funky? Where are Korg's eyes? He was still sentient and alive when his face was strapped to the back of Valkyrie's head using her braids. I guess maybe it's him trying to whistle for the goat boat, but that's really specific. I hope that's not what they were going for. I'd even love to see multiple different versions of Korg so you could switch them out. Nevertheless, you get one. You also get a display base that has the Valkyrie symbol and says Valkyrie on the front in a completely different font as compared to what we saw with Thor. I'm hoping they correct that and the fonts are all uniform with the bases, cause otherwise, y'all know me, that's going to drive me crazy. Speaking of things that'll drive me crazy, y'all can see this, right? No split cut boot design. Hot Toys, what are y'all doing? Valkyrie is a very dynamic character. She flies around through the air kicking some butt, but they gave her fixed ankle boots. They're very static. Now, I heard someone recently say, oh, that doesn't really bother me, I have her in a museum pose anyway. Yeah, I will too. But when you have her standing with her legs slightly apart in a neutral A stance, you can't tilt the ankle in and have her feet flat on the base. That is, at the very least, the bare minimum of what I'd expect from a 1/6 scale figure. But no, fixed boots, Hot Toys, that is one thing that I absolutely hope y'all change. Some of y'all might be freaking out at these pictures thinking, oh no, it's pleather. No, don't worry, it doesn't look like pleather to me. It looks like her pants are made of that synthetic rubbery style fabric. Yes, it can crease, but I don't think it's going to flake. It's not going to crack. This material, number one, looks accurate to the actual costume. I've seen it in person, and it looks like it's sturdy enough to withstand your regular posing. Now, if you go too crazy with it, then maybe you'll pinch it in the joints. Just be careful, and you are going to be perfectly fine. Now, this outfit, as I said earlier, it's not my favorite look for Valkyrie. I do love the super vibrant blue for the cape. It is fully wired, but it is double ply. That means it's a little bit thicker, but fingers crossed those wires are strong enough to hold the cape up in more dynamic poses. You do get a sheath for her sword, and you will see the sword, don't you worry, in just a second. Now her upper torso is covered in some Thor-like armor. The sculpt is good. There's a ton of texture here, there's a ton of detail. She also has a nice shiny metallic belt buckle, and multiple of those discs that, as I said, we normally see on Thor's armor. You do have multiple layers of fabric. There is a lot going on for this outfit, which is kind of why I thought that Hot Toys were going to make one of the other Valkyrie suits before this one. But Hot Toys, you all played yourselves, you waited too darn long, and now you've had to tackle the most difficult outfit possible. Speaking of which, something that they otherwise wouldn't have had to worry about with the white outfit, she's got seamless arms and some pretty ugly joints at the shoulders. Now that would be a rubbery overlay kind of sitting on top of the ball joint where the arm plugs in. Works perfectly fine with me. That means you can articulate the arm separately and independently of the body. As compared to something like Wonder Woman where the arm is all seamless, that means it's putting a lot of pressure on that rubbery body. So now that they've done it this way, you can move the arms out and forward without putting any stress whatsoever on her upper torso. I prefer that because I can have the arms out, I can have her hitting someone or slashing someone with the sword, and no worries whatsoever with damage. The arms look good. There's some musculature, there's some definition, the paint looks incredible. And for the first time ever from Hot Toys, a tattoo printed on her seamless arm. Hot Toys have tried and failed to do this in the past. That's why figures like Harley Quinn have had fully jointed bodies, but no. Going forward, Hot Toys, you'll have done it here. So I'd expect the next Harley Quinn to have a fully seamless body. She also comes with the sword and Zeus's lightning bolt. I like the lightning bolt. It's translucent plastic, you can see some electricity effects. I am curious if you can take those effects off, but then it would kind of be the same thing as the one that's coming with Thor anyway. I will readily admit that I'm probably in the minority here, but I would love to see a Russell Crowe as Zeus figure. I'm sure some third-party company eventually is going to tackle that, but today it seems is not that day. Now the sword looks good. It's got this blue gradient down the middle. I love the way that looks. More accessories are definitely better than not enough, just like I said earlier. I absolutely adore the colour of the cape. It's a nice pop of colour on an otherwise very black and white outfit. As for the head sculpt though, I have no words. This thing looks incredible. For those of you out there checking off your Justin bingo, you got an incredible. I'm going to give you a fantastic, an awesome, and amazing as well. I love this head sculpt. It's 100% Tessa Thompson. I like the expression. It's kind of a subtle smirk from certain angles, yet at the same time from other angles, it's determination with a subtle furrowed brow. Subtle is the key word here. I also love the way they've done the hair. It's kind of a mix between rooted and sculpted. All of those braids are proper sculpted pieces. They're rubbery plastic, but they are individual. That means you can move them around. My buddy Lael, the 1/6 scale man, said, hey, maybe you can use some of the braids, bring them around the front, and obscure those ugly shoulder joints just a little. A genius idea, and something that I plan to try myself. Overall though, I'm really happy. I said I wanted a Valkyrie, she's finally here. You all can bet that I will absolutely be adding this figure to the collection. Now, some people have said the head looks a little bit too big. I can see that in certain poses, in certain lighting. Yes, it kinda does. But from other angles, it just looks downright scary how realistic this head sculpt really is. Now, if you are looking to pre-order King Valkyrie, she is available from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They have installment plans and a points-based reward system. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.